Hello everyone, welcome back to Potty Planet Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today we're going to be talking about another one of my all-time favorite movies, The Magnificent Seven. The Magnificent Seven was released in 2016 and it stars Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, Vincent D'Onofrio, Byung-Hun Lee, Manuel Garcia Rofa, Martin Sensmeyer, Haley Bennett, Peter Sarsgaard, and Luke Grimes. It was directed by Antoine Fuqua and is produced by Antoine Fuqua, Bruce Berman, Walter Murray, and Ben Weisbrand. And this movie is a reboot of a movie that came out in the 60s. That was called The Magnificent Seven, and it follows the same story. It's about a little town that is being overrun back in the Western. This movie takes place in 1879, and this little town is being overrun by a criminal and his gang, and they are abusing the people, and they are taking their things, and they have essentially taken control of the law enforcement in the town, and they're completely running it. And so they go to a man named Sam Chisholm, who's played by Denzel Washington, and they ask for his help, and he recruits a team of 6 other men, and all 6 of them and the townsfolk, they go to war against Bartholomew Bogue, who is the villain. I love this movie. I really do. A lot of people don't like this movie, but that's fine. I really, really love this movie. I think this movie is, well, magnificent. Let's get my pros with this. The cast is really, really great. This was so well casted. They all work so well together. They play off of each other very well. They make for some really great humor with each other. It was just so well casted. The music is really good too, especially the theme song. I love the theme song for this movie. It's very cheerful and easy to listen to. I really, really like it. The opening scene of this movie is fantastic. It really sets the tone with the villain, because you get a sense very early on that this guy is not one to screw around with, and he's a bad dude. And it really, really does a fantastic job at introducing his character. The actors all have really good chemistry with each other. The action, even though there's not a lot of it, there's really great action in this movie. There's only like 2 action sequences in this movie, but one of them is like over a half hour long. But this movie is really more about these characters than it is about the action. The action is just sort of a bonus. It's kind of like if you ever watched The Last Samurai. That movie is really more about the relationship between Tom Cruise and the leader of the samurai rather than the action. It's kind of the same thing here. I thought that Denzel Washington's character had an excellent introduction as well. You get a sense early on that he's also a dude that you don't want to mess with either. The performances in this were really good, especially by Haley Bennett. I thought that she was by far had the best performance in this movie. This might as well have been called The Magnificent 8 because she played a big role in this, and she was really good as well. It's got some good laughs in it because you know, it's a group of men, and you know, they're gonna get drunk and make jokes and stuff, and so it's a funny movie. There's also really good tension in this movie. You know, it's a Western, and so they stare at each other before they like draw their weapon and shoot or something like that. So it's got this good tension between the good guys and the bad guys. And one of the things that I've always loved about this movie is that because you know how if you don't know, the story goes is that they recruit all the people, and then they prepare to go to war with Bartholomew Bogue and his gang when they come into town. So there's a big war at the end of the film. And before that war starts, you really get nervous in your gut. You ever like are about to do something that you're really nervous about doing, and you get that nervous feeling in your gut? Like a roller coaster you're very afraid to ride or something like that. It gives you that sense because you're like, oh man, it's gonna go down. It gives you that nervous feeling in your gut because you really care about these characters and you're worried about them. This is a movie that I really, really love. It's a movie I think is highly underrated. I think it's an undiscovered gem. I really, really like it. And I'm going to give The Magnificent Seven a 95. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Potty Planet Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave movie suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Potty Planet Entertainment for channel updates. And much love.